Tower. Good morning, Warren First Three Niners. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with our nonprofit / political / paralegal advisor.
Boy, I sound fancy.
Yeah, you got a lot of time. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, what does Vanessa do for you? And I said, well, she helps out with the nonprofit. She helps out with Hot Topics. She helps out with paralegal stuff if I have questions I need to ask. And she also helps out with, I already forgot, political stuff. And they're like, wow, she does a lot. I go, yes, she does. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. But
I just have fun.
Yes, you do. But with that, she is here with us today at Juicy Thursdays because it is all about our nonprofit Thursdays. And then alongside, reporting live from his La Casa.
Good morning, folks. It's Brian Carr, your neighbor from up the road. And I think the big thing that people need to understand is, what does Vanessa not do? That's the question. That's the easier question to ask because she does so much. So good morning, ladies. Wish I could be with you guys at Juicy's, but I think this is going to work out really good for me being here, because if you don't know, Warren County parents, there's no school today. So all the children across the land are home or someplace else other than where they generally have been for the last 9 months.
Exactly. And so today, of course, everybody is off today. It's actually a PD day for teachers. So they're probably going to be going home or going to their classroom, cleaning it up, getting it ready for the next year, maybe. I don't know how that works. And then on Friday, it's only a 2-hour day. Don't forget that, from 7:45 to 9:45. And buses will be running tomorrow on schedule, just like that. And then I guess leaving school at 9:45 to go back home. So again, if you're a car rider, like what we're doing for Walker, we're just going to let him sleep in and go pick up his report card at Covenant and just call it a day. I mean, what's the point of waking up for a couple hours? It's the last day. What are you going to do? Throw me in jail?
That used to be a special day for us. Mom would always take us to get our report cards, and we might go get a treat or kick off the day at the lake or something. So,
no wonder you're a water person.
I come by it honest.
Yeah. Brian, did your mom ever do anything special for you?
No.
I don't believe that.
I don't. Donna is such a sweet lady.
Well, she is a sweet lady, but you guys got to remember, when I was a kid, my mom went back to school with 3 boys in tow. So my mom was busy. She was so busy. So my mom wasn't able to participate in anything when I was a kid. And then whenever she finally graduated, she was working, and then she went back to school and got her doctorate. So my mom worked really hard. What a lot of people don't know about my mom is my mom taught for the University of Tennessee School of Pharmacy for several years. She's written textbooks. She's spoken all over the United States about interim nutrition. She is a genius, and everybody just knows there's little old Donna. And so, but my mom, I'm blessed to have such a wonderful mom. That's why I take these shots to brag about her, because she never will, and people would never know unless somebody like me said something like that about her.
Exactly.
Well, and what a blessing to have such a driven and intelligent mother. You know, I think all mothers, regardless of whether you stay at home or pursue education or work,
there's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it for whatever that family chooses. And she's a little firecracker.
Yeah, she is.
And while I say that, my mom and dad got divorced, and so my mom had to be the breadwinner for our family. And it's because she made that decision to go back to school, even after having 3 wild boys. And she was able to provide for us when my dad wasn't in the picture. And I love my mama. I'm so proud of my mama. But no, she did not pull me out of school or we take a day off or do stuff like that. No, we went to school.
No, but with that said, we're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors and get some good bites of our specially made toast by Mary this morning. Is this wheat?
Wheat toast.
Wheat toast? What
Wheat.
toast is it? No, on the bread. What's the bread? Oh, there you go. It's a multigrain toast with almond butter, honey, and strawberries.
Fresh strawberries.
Fresh. So
Oh,
take a break while Brian is stuck at home. And you guys enjoy the commercials. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Drive-through located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Let's go ahead. All right, Brian. Mouth is full.
Oh, that's right. Hey, guys, I'm going to our different accounts. I'm on the X account right now and letting folks know, just getting the algorithm boosted up, letting people see that, hey, if we make comments, it stimulates other comments, letting more folks know that we're on. So good morning, beautiful people. This is Brian Carl Warren First, and the two lovely ladies that are chowing down at our good friends at Juices.
My food's gone.
paint me jelly because that toast looked awesome. Mary has made so. Mary always makes something awesome. Hey, and you'll have to ask Mary what the special is today because I have a feeling a lot of teachers are going to want to be there today on their lunch break. Break today.
They should. And but with that said, before I forget, thanks to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. Currently in downtown McMinnville right now, it is 65 degrees. It's going to be mostly cloudy again today. High of 74, low of 57. Now today, all sunshiny weather. I'm so excited. And then Friday, again, sunshine, and the weather's going to be pretty. Now Saturday, I know, hey, weather can change in a blink, FYI. But on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, there is scattered chances of rain and thunderstorms. And again, you know, the devastation that happened in Kentucky, and then that's just part of the weather thing. I mean, we're still at, what is it? April showers bring May flowers. I feel like it's the rhyme should be changed to May showers bring June flowers. I don't know. But just so everybody knows, the weather changes on a dime. It said yesterday that today it was supposed to be doomy and gloomy. So I think that, fingers crossed, with all the events going on with the graveside decoration, the Memorial Day events, fingers crossed that we get no rain all weekend long and have just a great weekend. I do want to say, while I'm thinking about it, before we have our special guests as they get here, it's getting closer time. I do want to say that I want to thank to all my little CIs out there. I haven't even told Vanessa or Brian this news yet. Oh, look at Mary. She's so good. Look. Yeah.
You want to tell us the special of the day?
Yeah.
Real quick?
What's the special?
Stick your head in here and tell everybody, all our teachers,
Hop on
what's
in
coming
here
today.
Hi. Hey guys, so today our special is buffalo cauliflower tacos.
Ooh.
And so they're so good. They come with a side of carrots and celery, and then we do a homemade buffalo ranch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I may
Come
stay.
on down.
Yeah. You could have breakfast,
Mary.
lunch, and dinner here. Seriously. I just had my breakfast.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Brian? Tacos.
Oh, Sarah, if you're listening, which you're probably not, but please go to Juicy's and pick me up a buffalo cauliflower taco.
I'll bring you some, boo. Your work wife will bring you some.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I always try to be favored. Jay's restaurant, yeah, we're going to get a lot of this out tomorrow, but Jay's restaurant is going to be closed Saturday through Monday for the Memorial Day weekend. Like, everybody should enjoy spending time with their family and friends. You know, that's this time, like we will be doing this weekend. I'm actually going to start mine tomorrow after the podcast. I'm not telling you where I'll be at. She knows. But with that said, real quickly, it's a hot topic that a lot of CIs have brought up to my attention. It's about the Plaza Shopping Center that has the Crystal side. Is that Northgate?
That is, let's see, Northgate. Yes.
Yeah.
That's Plaza Shopping Center.
The Plaza Shop. Okay.
Isn't it? And Northgate.
Northgate is Mudbums.
Yes. Northgate is Mudbums.
So the Plaza Shopping Center has had a lot of heat of, is it up for sale? Has it been sold? Can it be sold? I mean, all these things. So what I do when I get people come up to me, I call the horse's mouth. So I called owner Beverly. That's how I labeled her. And because her dad passed away, I think about a year ago, he passed away. Yes. And so Beverly and them have been taking care of it. And so she is the new owner and operator of that place for about a year now. And I asked her yesterday, I said, there's rumors that y'all have sold the Plaza Shopping Center. From her mouth, she said she said that no, it has not been sold. So I just want to kind of put the chatter, rumors, and CIs to rest, put it to bed. But that doesn't mean that, everything's for sale at these days. But I know that yesterday they posted up a black truck was in the parking lot, and they said taking pictures of certain areas. Sure. So, I mean, again, I'm always about Warren County, the McMinnville community, all our communities to grow and continue to grow. I don't ever like anything stagnant. And, you know, to see the Plaza Shopping Center grow, I think would be a great asset to our community and to the tourism here. But as far as has it been sold? No, it has not. Beverly put that to rest. So we'll see. And I'll stay on top of this story for, you know, just to keep my ear to the ground.
Absolutely. And hats off to you for going to the horse's mouth.
Yeah, and I gave her my cell number and my email if there's any news that she would like to report with us.
Yes. I wish
That's what
more
you do.
citizens would do that, Kelly, not just news sources, but citizens. Before we go to Warren Chatter or to Facebook, hey, why not call up your alderman or your county commissioner? You're wondering what's going on with an organization. Call the director. Guys, communication and respect, man alive,
Oh my
they
God,
go
can
so far.
so far. So that's why I did that. I didn't tell y'all that yet because, and then everybody that reached out to me about that situation because they saw it on Chatter, and I said, no worries, I'll figure it out. And so I called and texted everybody that mentioned it to me. Literally talked to 10 people yesterday, and so they're out. I was like, what you guys can do as a courtesy to Beverly and the Plaza Shopping Center is put it out there that no, it has not been sold.
Right.
I mean, that's what you need to do. Y'all's due diligence.
Sure. And they're, you know, shop the businesses there. And Warren County, if we want things to stay here, then we need to shop there. Business owners need to rent there. You know, businesses have to have support.
They do.
So, and there are some great businesses over. It's a little sad over there without Stewart's Pharmacy. I mean, that was a staple for years.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I hated when that went up for grabs. But right now, that's what I think Bargain World.
I think
that's
so.
what taking it off. I know Christy's on here. She can confirm because I think she works at Bargain World. But yeah, that's what's over there now, and there's just so many cool mom and pop shops there.
Absolutely.
And I would
Flower
hate
shop,
to see them go.
A shirt shop, a Mexican restaurant, multiple
The Crouch
Mexican
House. I
restaurants.
mean, I'm thinking of all.
Yeah. There's
so
a
many.
couple of you guys know I always like to give a shout out to the women-owned businesses, and that does house several women-owned businesses, which is awesome. So
exactly. So
and you know, I love the men business owners too.
Bargain World is there. Yes. Thank you, Christy.
I always like to lift up the other gals.
Yeah, exactly. But that is one of the hot topics of the week or of the couple of weeks that we've been, you know, addressing. Another topic I wanted to address was that Junior kind of brings up is any thoughts on who may be temporary replacement for the county commissioner seat. I don't know exactly how the logistics or the legality goes, but Casey Owens. I was about to say Owens. I was thinking of Darren Deaton Owens because I would say that. Casey Owens let the county commissioners know of her, you know, they addressed that to the 2-week or the resignation letter. And so I don't know how her seat's going to be filled. I don't know the due process of that. Do you know, Vanessa?
I'm not going to speak to that because I don't think I can speak clearly.
Okay, me neither. That's fine too, yeah.
I am headed over to that budget and
you
finance
can ask
meeting
them.
today, so I'll get clarification on that and let you guys know how that process will go.
But what I'm thinking, oh, go ahead, Brian.
I spoke with a few of the county commissioners at the legislative breakfast the day before yesterday, and they told me that it should be an appointment. So it should be an appointment from that district. So, and then once it's time to run again, which will be 2026, then somebody will be able to run. I know in the past they've had special runoffs, and Mr. Charles Dotson in his seat, he was able to run in a runoff, and I don't know all the parameters around that, but with this one, it looks like they're going to make an appointment, and then because the election is just a year away, they'll go ahead and get that.
Because the only thing I could say into that, and like, thank you, Junior. You have to live in the District 3 area,
yes.
Which that's that's how it should be. But it just like any other, if somebody passed away or a situation somebody had to leave, like with the Caney Fork Board when Mr. Bobby Love died, they appointed now his name just left me. Who did they appoint at the time? Oh my gosh. I can see his face.
Is it Glenn Mitchell? Glenn Mitchell?
Yes. Thank you. So Glenn Mitchell took that position as the the finish out the interim to finish out the year or to finish out the time. And then when election came up, he had to run a campaign and everything and go from there and let the constituents, the board, the cooperative vote on that.
And I think that one reason they do that, and it's very important to point out, elections are extremely expensive.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it just makes sense for an appointment to take place for that interim period.
To take over.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
which I agree. And so if there's somebody out there that is in the District 3 area that may be interested, this would be the time to call Casey Owens or people in the District 3, as well as Terry Bell, Susie Dam, all them, to let people know you're interested. And if my biggest thing, if you are out there and you're like, man, I think I can do a great job, you need to go to these subcommittee meetings. You need to go to these county commissioner meetings. You need to be present, because the ones we've been at has only been the existing county commissioners and maybe 2 or 3 other people.
It's not something, it's kind of like C-SPAN, Kelly. People don't sit around and watch C-SPAN.
Yeah.
It's not really that exciting. But we, going to these meetings, whether there's an issue that's at your heart or not, it's just good, responsible citizenship.
Why don't you sit down on the couch? We'll get you in a minute. Sorry. Y'all look adorable, by the way.
We didn't know we were interrupting.
No. Everything's in our head today. Everything's in our head.
Something real interesting, Kelly, that I will touch on that we found out the other night when we were at the commissioner meeting. We were talking about the weather and the storms earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They did vote and approve for the county to put in a new texting program, and citizens will be able to sign up for text. And in doing so, when the emergency shelter is opened for tornadoes or other bad weather, you'll get an instant message letting you know that the shelter is open.
And keeping it local is very important. And it's just like me and Brian talked about on yesterday's show. We follow Upper Cumberland. I call him Upper Cumberland Anthony. And he does a phenomenal job storm chasing and stuff. And he actually addressed what was the text service was down, Brian? Which one was down?
Oh,
we weren't getting
the
National Weather Service. I think it was that. Yeah.
Yes. Because normally whenever you have a tornado warning, your phone goes off and you have some type of notification, and no one received any notifications from the National Weather Service.
Because they were temporarily down for some reason. And so by us having a local text emergency thing, it's going to let us know better and more sufficient, I think,
for our particular area.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was just our county government at work.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known about that if I hadn't been at the meeting.
Correct. Correct.
So that was kind of exciting. And
it was. There was a lot of exciting things. And Vanessa this week is going to be doing several things in our newspaper. And if you haven't got your Local Voice newspaper, make sure you do. If not, subscribe to the free digital subscription you can get each week by simply texting us at 931-305-0869. Text the keyword Local Voice with your email. And just like today, I've been trying to work with PDF was working for some, and now it's not because it's too big of a file.
Okay.
So I have reached out. If you have got a text message from me this week, please check it and let me know if there's other ways of getting the paper to you. I want to make sure everybody gets this information. It is community-based, community-led, community-driven now. It is getting, like I said, that my goal is for that to be 100% community-driven, and that's what it's going to be. Because it's awesome. But a couple of stuff you're going to be writing about this week. You want to tease it?
I will, sure. Look for our new article on ISHA. You guys know that we've talked a lot about ISHA in the past. We're going to follow up with what's happening there, what's happening with the taxation, the Supreme Court, how the Supreme Court ruled on nonprofits and the taxation. So that's kind of exciting.
Yes. And I feel like it's a win for all of us.
Yes, I certainly do. and to Kelly. And then the next thing, of course, is our nonprofit series that we're all working on. And this week we are doing Meals on Wheels.
Yay.
Next week we'll be talking to the Lions Club.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. And remember, if you have a nonprofit and you want to do an interview and have me do an article on your organization, please reach out.
Yeah.
We're excited to let the public know. We want the public to know what's out there, who they can volunteer with, and what the organization does.
Exactly.
So, yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then, of course, she was with me the other night at the county meeting, and so she's going to be helping me with the local government page as well. Like I say, Vanessa wears many hats. But, again, if you want to subscribe to our free newsletter, please do so to let us know, because on Monday morning, you will get that message from us with the Local Voice newsletter. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back on the show, we're going to have our we're going to talk to the folks from Meals on Wheels. But with that said, Warren County, remember, keep it first.
Serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville and Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
All right, we're going to try to squeeze everybody in here. Hey, Brian, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. And ladies, I'm going to bow out.
Oh, well, there you go. He's going to bow out. That's absolutely fine. As he says it, it's like done. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Christy again. And good morning, our coffee. of course, I want to give a shout out to, Vanessa's just going to pop in
I'm just going to pop in and out.
real quickly. I wanted to do a teaser. Kevel Sheath and the gang at the cafe have finally caved because everybody was demanding this. They are going to start introducing their new frappes at the cafe.
Oh, yeah.
And so hopefully, he's hoping to have it. He said he was going to post this on his social media, but he's going to hopefully have it ready by tomorrow. So if anybody wants a frappe 7 days a week, go see Kevel.
Be a great way to start off your holiday after you take your kids to pick up the report cards.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to start off by saying thank you guys for Meals on Wheels coming onto the show this morning.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. We got Vanessa Miller with us, of course. She
Different
is the
hat.
board member, new board member. And then we got the mother-daughter duo. We got Nancy and Deshelle with us this morning. Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Well, I'm so glad you guys can come on here. So real quickly, we're just going to get into it with Vanessa because she has to pop in, pop out. So tell us everything and all that you do as a board member. What's your description, all that?
Well, I am brand new to the board.
Okay.
So far I have attended one meeting. And
Okay.
I have my second meeting coming up in June. I think most people know the responsibility of board members. They just oversight, make sure that the bylaws are being followed, just somebody to support the director, and just support them in their endeavors to follow the mission statement. So that's basically the board of directors.
But you do more than just that, though.
Yes, she does.
Outside of that, I do run a route. I run a route. My husband runs a route. We love the program. I learned about Meals on Wheels when I was a small child, and they took meals to my Pa Patton and my mom, Pa Hillis. And, my parents worked, my aunts and uncles worked, and my grandparents wanted to stay in their home. And those hot meals allowed them to stay in their home. And then I remember my Pa Patton just loved the volunteers. He would say, "Oh, Emma Jean come by to see me today." Well, I didn't know who Emma Jean was, but I knew she was a sweet little lady that checked on my grandpa. Thank you. So years later, I got the opportunity to volunteer. And I do. It's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful mission.
Sucked her in.
Yes. I love the program. I think the community loves the program. And it's more than meals. It is relationships. This morning, I had one of the other volunteers stop by my house and pick up a heating pad to take to one of our little ladies who's suffering from sciatica. So it's not just about the meals. It's about the meals, the fellowship, just supporting the community. I'm a firm believer personally that it's our responsibility to take care of our elderly, our children, and our special needs community. And Meals on Wheels does that. So that's why I love the program. That's why Miss Elaine Raines served on your board, I think, for years. And when she called me, I was humbled to be asked to take her place. And the board welcomed me on, and I'm excited to see what all we do as a board. And I do know that we have Spinning Our Wheels coming up at the end of summer. So I would just encourage everybody to mark their calendars for that and to get ready to support us. That is the largest fundraiser for Meals on Wheels. New and funding. It's always about funding. So with that said, Kelly, I'm going to let you continue with these beautiful ladies, and I'm going to go cover that budget and finance committee meeting for you guys.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yes, ma'am.
Say, we always got to be scattered. Everybody scattered. Can you tell them to turn that down just a little bit? Yeah. Since a little while. But with that said, we don't want to get hit with Prince, faux pose and then get knocked off of this. But again, good morning, Justin Neely and everybody listening in. Like I said, we got, when I remembered, I was looking you guys up the other night. I was like, so that's the other sister. I know the two, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, that's the other one.
I'm the one she doesn't mention because I'm so old.
No, now stop it.
Lindsay's the young one, so she's the baby, but she,
Oh.
I get it now that I have children too.
Oh,
Then we'll just run into the
it's,
younger
and then I was like, that's Dr. McVeigh's wife. So it's a whole thing. Like, it's my pediatrician's wife. So, and he's amazing, by the way. Love your husband. But with that said, we're here to talk about Meals on Wheels. So, Nancy, how long have you been a part of Meals on Wheels so far?
Well, in 1977, I started the program with a lady called Thelma Gwynn, and she was a wonderful cook. And I worked there for 3 years, then went to teaching school for 31, and then came back.
Okay.
So I've been around a long time, and I served on the board while I was teaching as well. So I've been in touch with the program and supported the program for almost 50 years now.
Yeah, staying relevant with it.
Right.
I love that. And then how did you wrangle your daughter in then?
Oh, honey. Because I was 4 back there in 1977. I was sitting on the counter with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you were voluntold.
I was. I grew up with Miss Thelma and Miss Martha, and my grandfather, who was older than most of the people who were receiving meals, I would go with him and deliver.
Yeah, I love that. So tell us a little bit about Meals on Wheels, because I see you brought your notes.
Well, just in case I couldn't remember the numbers, but we focus on the elderly of the community, and they need to be 60 or over and disabled in their home. Every once in a while, we'll have an exception to that and have somebody younger that needs extreme help. So we do focus on people who want to stay in their homes. We want to give them a meal that will help them nutritionally, and then we want to provide the wellness check, and that's the reason I brought Shelly with me today, because that wellness check is just as vital as the nutrition that they're getting.
Yeah.
The attention that these volunteers give them, and the support and the emergency help that they give sometimes, it's just as important as the meal.
I understand that. And, talking about the meals and the funding, talk about the importance, because, that was a hot topic last week. We won't get completely into it. But I mean, when you don't receive funds, we're like, I know the city didn't give you the funds this last time, but does the city help you in other ways as well besides the grants and stuff?
We are supported by the whole community, one way or the other. Now, the city employees come and volunteer for us.
Okay.
So the city employees know how vital this program is. And I know that they are trying to work their budget, and like all of us are doing, we're trying to figure out how we're going to make this work with what money we've got. But we are supported by a county government and everybody in the community, and have been supported by the city for years and years. It's just lately that we didn't get funding. But the program was started in 1977 with the city doing our bookwork and doing so much for us.
Oh, wow.
They help us get started. Involved. Yes, they were very involved in the program when it started.
Okay.
So it's changed over the years, and we do our own bookkeeping and things like that.
Oh, okay. So you got volunteers, and you have, because I know like with Christy, with their nonprofit, they have employees too. So do you guys have employees as well?
Yes, we do. We have paid employees, a director, an assistant director, and we have 5 part-time cooks. People that cook and clean, and those are the best. Those girls work so hard. They are way underpaid for what they do.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and not just them, but I don't want to forget. What is that? What is that? What did Brian put on my screen? What did you put on my screen? Back at it. I was like, I don't know what you just put on there, dude. I don't know what that was, but. I want to shout out to, like, when I was there, doing the video and stuff last year, Tommy Savage was dropping off, like, watermelons and vegetables. Wonderful. Do you have, while I have you on here, is there, like, if anybody's got a garden they're growing, or they have an amount of tomatoes, or is there certain fresh items? Because, I want to just address, because when I was there, everything looked freshly cut, freshly made.
It is. We do a lot of scratch cooking, but back to the garden, we take cucumbers and squash and okra and tomatoes and cabbage and just anything they have extra, bring it down. We
Yeah.
will process it into the food meals that we have. So we're excited to get that. Last year we gave out a cucumber to each volunteer. I mean, to each recipient. The volunteers would say, "Would you like to have a cucumber?" And they said, "Oh yeah, we'd love to." They don't have a garden anymore.
Yeah.
And so they were excited about those things
because they get to cut it, and
they
you know,
do, and it was wonderful.
I love
Our
that.
farmers are great.
Now, going down the line, how much longer do you see yourself working on Meals and Meals? I mean, you said
Till she
1970
dies,
something. I mean, seriously,
Well,
like, what's
Meals on
your
Wheels.
end game, Nancy? What's your end game, girl?
I told the girls, and I pray every day that God will give me a brain to be able to continue this and a body because it's really hard work. But I work cheap.
Yeah.
So they can't afford to get rid of me right now.
Okay. I was going to say. No, I was trying to. Now I just thought,
You've thrown her off.
oh, you
see?
threw me off. You're not cheap. Now stop it. You're high class, girl. Is there any, I know that a lot of people, you're always looking for volunteers. Is there like certain times in the season there's like lesser volunteers than the other months that you may need help in?
The summertime, people go on vacations.
Okay.
So we have a need for extra people then. But most of the time, our volunteers are consistent.
Okay.
We're always in need because, volunteers get sick and things happen in their lives that they can't volunteer anymore.
Yeah.
So there's always an opening for a new volunteer.
And how can somebody be a volunteer? Do they call you guys? Do they go by your facility?
And they fill out an application to be a volunteer.
Okay.
And they pay for their own gas, their own insurance. Our volunteers, we cannot pat on the back anymore.
So are you a volunteer? Is that your job title?
So yeah, I mentioned that I would go with my grandfather when I was little.
Yeah.
But when I started learning to drive, Mom wasn't involved in the organization. But I guess when you're 4 and you love to learn, Miss Martha and Miss Thelma were just like, big great aunts to me.
Yeah.
When I learned to drive, I started volunteering, and my friends and I would go and deliver. And when we moved away,
smart.
yeah, I couldn't do that anymore. And I did get to witness some other Meals on Wheels programs. So just a tidbit of that. They're all different.
Yeah.
So if you go to one, you haven't gone to all of them. So like one of the ones that I was with, they did frozen foods. They did a little, not made frozen foods, but prepackaged.
Yeah.
And I was shocked at that because I didn't realize that was an option.
Yeah.
Because my mom had always made it, Thelma, and
Fresh and
it
warm
always
to
made
go.
the food ready to go and it's hot. And I was shocked that there was a difference in the two types. So they're all different. So this one's a little different in that they do get up every morning at the crack of dawn, way before I'm up, and they're cooking and all these meals fresh for people instead of just buying it already packaged and sending it out. That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And as a volunteer, it also makes my life miserable because she's always sending tons of stuff. And my daughters and I are trying to figure out how we're going to get all this in the car and get all this food to these people. I mean, on soup day, we all go, oh no, it's soup day. Because we got all this stuff to deliver. So when I came back to McMinnville, one of the first things we did is me and my daughters, my son was already in high school at that point, but my daughters, I was homeschooling. And that was a great thing we could do as me showing them, one, how to do community service, but it was more than that because they were meeting disabled people and they were meeting elderly people, and that wasn't a scary thing. When little kids meet people that don't look like them or what they're used to,
what they normally see on a daily basis,
they can take that as, oh, they're so different and they're scared of them. But when they were meeting these little ladies who, by the way, fell in love with them because they were just so stinking adorable at that age, they realized that that's just another person like us, and they've never had that issue, that stigma problem. So it was me being a little bit selfish and teaching my children certain things, but also being able to give back to the community and help where I knew they desperately needed it. So yeah, I've been volunteering for like ever.
I was gonna say, and then the stuff you're like, well, when you're 4, you don't get really, you're voluntold, and now you're doing it to your kids.
Yeah.
But I think that's the stuff that why I love Warren County and McMinnville is like we instill those stigmas, like we try to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody gets along with everybody here in this town. Hey, agree to disagree. But no, is there anything else that we have not mentioned or tapped on that you guys would like to talk about before we take our first break?
I do have, Vanessa kind of touched on this a little bit. Meals on Wheels is, it's about food. It's called Meals on Wheels.
Right.
It's so much more than that. It's so much more. She was talking about doing things like a heating pad. And, I've had people that said, my wife can't get out of the bed. They need something to, just need some diapers, basically adult diapers. The first thing I did was call, and I don't remember if it was Mom or if it was Tabitha or who it was, but I said, they need diapers. What can we do? And there wasn't we don't provide that. There wasn't that's not what we do. It was we'll figure it out. We'll find something. And they did. And they helped them to get some diapers. There's just things like that we are helping the community because these people can't help themselves.
Yeah.
They're like babies in that sense that, you want to help the babies because they can help themselves. These people have gone backwards in time and now they need us to help them.
Yeah.
And if we're not there for them, honestly, some of them will die in houses that are not heated and not cleaned and in filth because nobody's there to help
find
them.
them
So
find
it's
them
not
for several days probably. Yeah.
So this isn't just let's give you some little food and walk away. This is more than that.
And speaking on that, when I was talking to Nancy last time, like most of these volunteers are trained in first aid or first responder type kind of stuff, right?
They have a training when they come in, and they know that they can go into those homes and say Meals on Wheels, and if they find anything wrong, they have a procedure that they go through. They first call us, then we determine whether we need to call 911. Sometimes it's such an emergency that they call 911. You need to tell the story about
I don't know if we have time for your break, but
oh no, go ahead.
So as a parent, you do all sorts of crazy things in your life with watching your children. And my daughters have always gone with me on the route. When my daughter turned 16, she said, I can drive. 15. She was driving us around. 16, she drives us around. She still goes. But so she learned to drive because of Meals on Wheels. We spent a lot of hours on the road. But I was busy one day, and I really was going to have to call and say, I can't run the route today. And she said, Mom, I can do it. I've done it for years. And I'll take my friend. She's out of school, and we'll go. And I thought, well, okay. But in the back of my head, I was still like, oh, she's going to go to Rock Island by herself. Stressed out about it. But you know what? She had done this route. I got a phone call much later in the day, though, where she was saying, Mom, don't panic. I'm okay. That's never a good start to a conversation with your teenager. And that conversation went on to say, the ambulance is leaving right now, but I can't leave until they leave because they're parked behind me. And I said, what on earth are you talking about? I was thinking car wreck, whatever. No, when she pulled into one of the ladies that I'm going to have a hard time talking about. I dearly loved. I spoke with her every day for, I'd spend a lot of time. And she's the one I'd hang her pictures for and things like that when I came in. She pulled in to go to the back door where we always met her. But she saw something weird in the front yard, and it was the lady laying there. She ran to her. She was bloody and bleeding. She apparently had strokes and fallen and hurt herself. But my daughter held her hand and her friend and compressed the bleeding arm until the police got there. She did pass away, but I just think back to had she not been there, that little sweet lady who was over 9 years old would have laid on the ground in the heat. It was the middle of summer and died alone. And that's why we're a part of this community.
I love that. And that's a great learning lesson for young kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I did not offer to go by herself ever again.
It took her a few months.
And I know we already addressed this, but Brian, now I see how many people does Meals on Wheels serve in the Warren County community? How many did you say?
We serve 230 people daily.
Yeah.
Now, some of those people are in remote areas of the county, so we'll serve them a hot meal and frozen for the rest of the week. Then we also serve weekend meals if they don't have families and they're really in trouble as far as being able to buy any extra food for themselves. We provide meals that are frozen. Now, those meals are what we make. Okay. It's not a
prepackaged.
A prepackaged type thing that she was talking about. It is something we have made and frozen fresh.
Okay.
So that we take care of that many people a day. We've served over 55,000 meals this year to all parts of the county. Like the show saying, they go to Rock Island, we go to Irving College, we go to Dibble, we go to
Centertown
and Morrison.
Yep.
And Yeager Road and
Beersheba Tower, Spangler Tower.
Yes, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, these volunteers. One of our routes is like 50 miles by the time they go in and out of roads and stuff, and then back to the. So we're just moving all the time. That's the reason they call it Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, I was like, spinning your. You need to just change it to spinning the wheels. At this point, you're always spinning.
But our volunteers pay for that.
Yeah.
Their gas, their
time.
Yes, all of that is taking care of the volunteers. So we couldn't do this program without the whole community.
Yeah. And I just want to say shout out to Miss Pat Basham. She said, so glad to see Nancy Mayfield for Meals on Wheels on the show today. They do an amazing job serving homebound seniors. I just wanted to make sure to put that out there for you guys because she actually, I want to say the story. I literally just got a phone with Vanessa about who you guys coming on the show, and then I see a missed call from Miss Pat, and she goes, Kelly, you need to do me a favor. And she's like, you got to get Nancy and them or get them in your paper because they deserve some good rep.
Well, let me tell you about Pat.
Yeah.
She has been a supporter of Meals on Wheels since 1977.
Okay.
It was her efforts that got us the building that we make the meals in.
Really?
The Mental Housing Authority has supported us for years. And Miss Pat was instrumental in getting that done, which has saved us so many thousands over the years.
Oh, I was about to say, I've been over that facility. It's amazing. The full-on kitchen, the way you have it all set up. It's made for you guys. They're essential.
And see, she's just part of this community.
Yeah.
It took us all to get it all done.
Yeah. Well, we are going to take a quick break and get a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, we are going to see if there's any else you got lovely ladies would like to talk about. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right, we are back live at Juicy Thursdays. And as everybody has taken their deep breath, as you all know, Meals on Wheels has been a hot, sore subject. Some negative has come to you guys. Starting off first and foremost, I'm just going to nail it on the head, and Deshelle's going to start us off. This is y'all's third year that the city has refused your funding. This is one of the big questions. And everybody's asking, why is that?
I can't speak for the inner thinking of the members, but what I can say is that as an organization this large, we're a little bit unique in the small community fundraising organizations, charitable organizations. Most of them really have a small budget.
Yeah.
And now, granted, that's huge to them. To come up with a $10,000 or $20,000 budget is massive when you've got, people handing you a couple of dollars here or there to help out, or you just have volunteer.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that ours is more important or theirs is less important or anything like that. But what I'm saying is it's smaller.
Yeah.
When you're feeding 200 to 300 people every single day, and we all know what groceries cost.
Oh God,
you can't go to the grocery
Family
store.
of four is $250.
Yeah, I used to
Go
say
ahead.
it was hard to get to that Walmart $35 delivery. It's not anymore. Just put one thing on there.
Yeah, just one.
But with a budget as large as theirs, because when you start multiplying out,
Yeah.
take $5-something dollars a meal times 5 to 7 days a week times 200 to 300 people, you're getting into the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And that makes it sound like a really big budget. But when you have that much, you can't expect the city to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars. That doesn't make sense. So what Mom and the other directors and board of directors have done is try to get grants. They work. That's part of the stuff you're not seeing is they're working for a salary while they're delivering meals. But after that time, they're working for free, writing all these grants in the middle of the night and trying to get these things out, especially when COVID hit, and y'all know how hard that was.
Yeah.
And so they're making they're trying to make up this budget. And so you may look like they have a ton of money in their account, which they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
Because it's not even getting close to hitting that budget.
Yeah.
So there's all that little
The balancing act that you have to do.
But when people look at it and they see, oh, well, you've got a lot of money in your bank account, you don't need our money. That's where the problem comes. It's no, we do need the money because it's going to give somewhere. Either we don't feed somebody, or we have to stop running around every day, or something's going to give, because when the money's not there at the end of the year,
somebody's not going to get a meal.
Yeah, and so that's why we still need the community help. That's why we still need the city and the county to give money, because even though our budget looks massive, it's because we have to spend so much money to provide food for these people.
I got you.
So I think
That's a
that's
good
my
answer.
personal opinion. I don't know that that's completely legit, but some of the things that I've heard from some of the aldermen, that's what I'm getting is that's the situation. Is that it just looks like we have a big budget and so a big amount in our account, so we must be fine.
Yes. Okay. Just got thrown off guard really quickly, as we all did.
People walking in.
And some other negative stuff. Again, Nancy, I can't please everybody. Deshelle can't. I mean, even her husband can't make everybody happy. I don't want that diagnosis, Dr. McBank.
Even when he's talking like Daffy Duck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My daughter does not like the Daffy Duck. It scares her. But with that said, there's some other negatives like what was it? Like the food was bad, or the food was like out of date. What was that?
Well, now, when you address dates, there is no federal law on safety dates. There are only dates put on packages that are freshness dates or sell-by dates or whatever. So those are not safety dates. But when we get in those foods that have dates on them and we get quantity like yogurt, we will freeze that.
Right.
Okay, so that date is going to look like it's out of date by the time it gets to our person because it has been frozen.
That's correct.
So that's why we're getting criticism on that, because it has been a frozen product.
Is that the Second Harvest program? Do y'all use
Yes.
that? Okay.
Well, no,
because I remember at Families in Crisis, we
Yes.
would go to the Second Harvest food
Exactly.
truck, and they would donate all these things, and then you select what you want, and then you would either go freeze it, cook
Right.
it, share
Right.
it.
Yes. And what would people want me to do with that yogurt that my people need so badly?
Yeah.
You know, what would they not want me to freeze it and hand it out to them?
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand that criticism.
Yeah.
But I guess people don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I welcome the questions.
Yeah.
That what we're doing is good for the people,
Yeah.
because their safety is our utmost importance.
You wouldn't get, and what you're saying is, you, even if it says it's out of date, you wouldn't give somebody something that's out of date, to, in any harm's way.
Right.
Right.
If there was a safety date, that would be
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
But we have no safety dates.
Yeah.
And California has just passed a law that says that they can't use those dates anymore, that they have to be consistent about what they're putting out, because people are wasting it. They felt
That's
like
correct.
that 90% of the food wasted comes from the dates that
Yeah.
people are throwing away pre what they should.
Because if you'll follow the USDA, that
Yes,
approves all
yes.
these things. Those dates are just out there to let you know
Exactly.
that it's not out of date. It's just that you need to start.
freshness.
Yeah, the freshness is going to lose its consistency every day after that, and depending on what the product is. For example, bread at my house, it goes over the expiration date. As long as I don't see green, no green, we're good. I'm being honest.
It's true.
If
Everybody
it
does
doesn't
that.
smell and it doesn't show a coloration,
Exactly.
I'm okay.
Use some common sense.
Yeah. Now listen, if your milk's got a little custardy crap at the top, don't drink it. If it looks like
don't
yogurt
send that
at the top, don't. Again,
We don't do that.
They don't do that. I'm just saying. That's just how I do it at my house, But sometimes when I get certain milks that are not even out of date, they smell a little off,
yes.
and that's okay.
You've got to use common sense.
Yeah, at the end of the
Smell it,
day.
taste it. Yes.
Yeah,
those
so when
kind
you
of
open up your yogurt, smell it, get a little nibble, a little lick. If it's not good, throw it away. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's common sense. I know. But again, you use the resources that are given to you. You use the
Yes.
funds that are given to you,
Yes.
and you try to use them to their best ability. And you
Exactly.
try to push them out. Because when you don't get funds from the city and the county, or sometimes maybe a grant you apply for, you don't get. You got to utilize your other resources.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the county has supported it.
Yeah.
We've got that. So another thing we wanted to address is the portion. Most of our people call us. Of course, we have guidelines.
Yeah.
The guidelines come from Upper Cumberland.
Yeah.
And we serve foods at least 4 ounces per vegetable, 4 ounces per fruit, 3 ounces per meat. All this comes in a tray.
Yeah.
And most of our people will call back and say, "Hey, this is too much. We're going to make 2 meals out of this."
Right.
And if they're saying that that's not enough for them, then they're wanting more, but they're not actually needing more.
Yeah. It's like I call it the food noise. They want more of something, even though they're not going to use it. I know.
Yeah.
We all do it. I get a number 7 at McDonald's and I eat one burger.
Yeah.
I call it what it is.
Yeah.
My eyes are bigger than my mouth. That's what my mama used to say. But again, one more thing. I always like to end on a high note. Is there any more negative we need to address before I let you move on? I think that was it. I think those were the major ones. But the big fundraiser that Vanessa was talking about, or is there another one coming up that I'm not aware of?
The big fundraiser
Yeah.
is September the 23rd
Okay.
at Bridgestone. Bridgestone has been a huge supporter of our program, and they are letting us use their building, and we're going to be selling tables for that fundraiser and recognizing our volunteers.
Okay.
The volunteers that get no recognition, they just
Yeah.
say thank you and a smile, and we're going to be recognizing them at this fundraiser as well. So if you can't make it and your business would like to support it, then you can buy a table for our volunteers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And if you want to know any information, who can they call on that?
They can call us. They can call Vanessa.
Okay.
Any of the volunteers can get word to us. So
y'all can message us here, and we'll make sure to get you to the right
Exactly.
correspondent person.
Exactly.
And for those that are concerned about the food and what it tastes like, come to the fundraiser because Meals on Wheels makes the food for the fundraiser.
See, there
So
you
you
go.
can test it out yourself.
We did.
Test drive before you get the real deal. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. With that, we are going to take another commercial break and let you guys go back to your everyday things. Thank you for coming
you
on
for
the show.
having us.
Anytime. And thank you for Vanessa for setting this up. You can look at our Vanessa is going to do her nonprofit article about Meals on Wheels this week in next week's newspaper for the local voice. Again, if you are not subscribed to our free local newspaper, text the keyword local voice to 931-305-0869 and you will get a digital copy sent to you on Monday morning. And don't forget to add your email to it as well. With that, guys, we're going to come back and finish up the show with Brian Carr. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken court. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
We are back live. Myself, I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter, your host of Warren First 931, alongside my boy, Brian. Unmute yourself.
There you go. Here I am.
There you go. Here we go. It says I cannot unmute guests. I was like, Oh, it's not letting me unmute. With that, I really want to quickly do a shout out to one of our live read sponsors. I'm going to let Brian take over the Warren Walker's Minor, but I'm going to shout out to remove. Get out of the way. There he goes. P&Z Rental and Removal. They are a locally owned and operated junk removal service based in McMinnville, Tennessee, providing comprehensive cleanup solutions across Middle Tennessee. They were founded in 2022 by owners Zach and Tyler. That's why you see the T and the Z. And then the company specializes in professional junk removal, complete property cleanouts, property cleanout service, unwanted item removal, and hauling. With 3 years of dedicated service to the Middle Tennessee community, T&Z Rental and Remover has established itself as a reliable partner for both residential and commercial customers looking for clear unwanted items to restore their spaces. Their services are area encompasses the entire Middle Tennessee region, making them a convenient choice for anyone needing a professional remover service. You can either call them at 743-9079 or 224-8593. And then our good friends, Brian, talk about Walker's Minor Roadside.
Oh, this is one of my favorites because, guys, you never know when you're going to need this service, but when you do, you're in need. And so we thank Mr. Tim Walker with his roadside services, Walker's Minor Roadside. And you can get this, you got to get your phone out right now or just put this to memory. And this is the way I did it. I like breaking it down into little pieces because it's really 10 numbers that you have to know. But if you can't remember them, what good does it do you if it's not in your phone? And if you're sitting there on the side of the road, you're probably going to be thinking, man, I should have listened to Brian and Kelly because they told us over and over again. But the number is 423-615-1937. I can say it with my eyes closed. I don't even have to look at the screen because I've got this number down in my head. 423, that's the Chattanooga area code. They cover everything towards Chattanooga. 615, that's the Nashville area code to cover everything towards Nashville. And then the year 1937. So, guys, we thank Walker's Minor Roadside for being one of our sponsors. If you got a battery that dies out, if you've got a flat tire, if you got anything out of gas, you don't know what it is, and you're stuck. This is a great. The prices started at $50, and to me, started at $50. That's worth it to have somebody come get me off the side of the road and get me heading in the right direction. And it may not be you; it may be your child. So let your child know. But we thank Mr. Tim Walker for his sponsorship, and we thank him for his service. And if you use the code Kelly, that's KELLY, you get $5 off. So and $5 goes a long way. Also, they have discounts for our veterans and armed service members. So thank you for your service. And again, thank you, Mr. Tim Walker, for Walker's Minor Roadside. I hope you don't have to, but when you do, you got somebody that you know.
100% agree with you, Brian, on that. And we have so many upcoming things going on. Now, tomorrow's show, I just want to tap on this, is going to be completely 100% dedicated to anything and everything Memorial Day weekend. If you have is it called what's it called?
Decoration Day.
Decoration Day, that's it, Graveside. I would said graveyard. Graveside Decoration Day. Please let us know about it. We got a few already in. Also, please let us know what is going on with my headphones. My headphones have 10%. That's fine. If you have a function, a fundraiser, a run, like Mad Cow has a 5, 10, and half marathon going on this week on Monday morning, please let us know. If you are a workout facility and you're doing a special workout, please let us know. You know, we have a lot of emails coming through, text messages coming through. I want to give a shout out, love plug to our first paid ad. I put it out there that our local voice is taking anybody for $5 or $10 on our local ads. Where if you guys want, what does that mean?
I have no clue.
I don't either. With that said, the local voice is here in McMinnville, Warren County, Tennessee, if that's what you're asking, Dominic. But there's hard copies everywhere. But on the back of it, it states if you have an ad, an event, a yard sale, an obit, any type of announcement of any type, um, $5 for the words with the picture, or it's $10 with a pitch, or no, $5 for the word in the picture. And no, I did it wrong again. $5 for just the words, and $10 for the words and the picture. And the Lions Club has an event coming up on June the 14th. It's their every year. It's their biggest fundraiser. They do a Willowbrook golf tournament out there, and that is going to be on June the 14th. You can see all the details in next week's newsletters and then some. They're going to be in the next 3 issues of the local voice. So if you or somebody you know that has an announcement that would also like to get information out there, you can find us at 931-305-0869, or you can call me at my other number, 931-369-3050. But we have and you had some stuff you wanted to mention today.
Well, tomorrow, which is really interesting because we've talked about them earlier in the week, but Caney Fork Electric Cooperative is going to be having their Member Appreciation Day.
That's right.
And so it looks like they're having one in Spencer right now, but they'll post a reminder tomorrow about it because it will be going on. But it looks like it's going to be from 11 to 2 at their new building. For the McMinnville residents or the McMinnville members. But yes, this is their Member Appreciation Week. Sorry about that, guys. And
customers,
so, Yes. And it says food prizes and bucket truck photos. So I don't think you're going to be able to get me in one of those bucket trucks, but shout out to all the guys.
We'll sure try.
Hey, Kelly, look, you're the only.
I don't like heights. I mean, you can.
Knowing me, it would break down while I had me up in the air.
No, stop it. You are just as bad as some people. No, you are fine. You are absolutely fine.
Look, I just don't want to get stuck.
Right. I already put that in, Broseph. You're good. Is that right? You can always follow us, guys, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X. We got 2 accounts on X that we go live on as well. And then after this, you can always check out our audio feeds, which is on Amazon, Apple, Audible, and Spotify. We're ever so growing. The other day, I ran into somebody. I won't say too much details, but I want to get this guy on because he trains the most unusual animal that you would never know. And I'm going to tell Brian about it after the show. I just didn't want to forget about it. But I wanted to tell you about it, everybody. But I was at the nursery yesterday, and my mother and somebody that was there was talking about this person and the animals that they train. And I was like, shut the front door. So I think it'd be really neat as a summer thing to go out there, go live and see this person train these animals, right? Like see how and it's not a dog. It's not a dog. I just want everybody to know they're not dogs. It's not what you would expect. I also want to say a shout out. I ran into James Clark yesterday, and he just posted an amazing story about Dr. Swallows. I don't know if we kind of talked about it the other day, or was it yesterday? We talked about him winning that award.
Yeah, we talked about him yesterday, and the speech that he gave at the graduation, and piggybacked on being the recipient of the Upper Cumberland Superintendent of the Year.
Yeah. And there's a great write-up on the Warren County Joys page. James Clark wrote about that, so make sure you check that out. And then there was one more thing.
I always forget when I'm like in my zone. We have a lot of stuff currently right now posted up. Thanks to Brian for posting the Caney Fork Caney Fork Electric Cooperative member appreciation days. Make sure you check that out. We also shared this the other day. Haas Funeral Home is looking to expand their family team. They are looking for a full time position is available, and it has all the duties of what is going on, so you can check that out. And it's official again, officially unofficial, official, as I'm going to say it. As we know, right next door here to Juicy's was the general store from the Hitch. And it wasn't that the business was bad. The business was really good. I was talking to Kelly Snyder about it because I hated to hear that they were moving, but it's something that needs to happen because of the need for both stores. And employment is very hard to find, just like we mentioned about High's Funeral Home is looking for employees now. Trying to keep consistent employees nowadays, it's very tough. And to find somebody in the 20s and 30-year-old age range, consistency is not the best sometimes. And so it's really hard for shutting. And I mean, even the Red Door Boutique does it. There's a Red Door Kids and a Red Door for adults, right? And they have to have a sign on there say, come and get us so we can unlock and help you, serve you better. And that gets exhausting. And that's essentially what kind of was happening here at the Hitch, at the general store. But the difference between them and Red Door, they had to keep going across the street. And so, but everything is now, the general store is back and open, and it's all at the Outfitters store right next to Collins River Barbecue now. Everything is back in there. So again, make sure you go show your love to them and all that and more. Also, too, if you're ever looking for any alterations and more, a shout out to Christy Barnes. She is starting a little, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing, but it looks like starting as a side hobby is turning more than just what she thought. But it's official. She's got opening hours for her business. So make sure you look at that and check it out. It's at 101 Mulligan Street, suite number 10. And then as I'm going through, then also we shared the story from Warren County Joy's page about Casey Owens leaving. We did kind of hit up that and talk about that first thing on the show. I will say with weather conditions happening, that might be a little up and down. Check out our boy with the Upper Cumberland weather. Anthony does a phenomenal job. And I'm not trying to knock News Channel 2, 3, and 4, and 5, but when I watch them, sometimes they just go where it's the worst and it makes it sound like it's really bad. And it doesn't stay as local as I would like to hear it, being here in Warren County. But Anthony does a real good job following the storm, following what he knows. And he's got cameras. I don't know if Brian wants to talk about it, but he's got a ton of cameras at different locations. And it's the neatest thing to see how Cookville looks and I can't remember the other one, Silver Point or something looks like over here. It's really neat.
He's got them all over. Baxter, he's got one in Woodbury, so you can see what's going on, the weather coming from Woodbury. And the Gulf Stream runs from west to east, so having those towards the western side of things, catching the fronts as they're coming in is really helpful to see what's going on. So he stays abreast of everything that's going on, but he's got so many people reporting to him and letting him know. And it's almost like Kelly CIs.
Yeah.
You never know where the information is going to come from, but it's going to be somebody who actually was there and saw it.
Yeah. Exactly. And I want to tell everybody, I see that Winnie Simmons is asking a question about, are you going to be posting the budget and finance meeting? Got to know where our tax dollars are being spent. Yes, Vanessa left, as you saw on the show. She left us and she is recording it right now. We can't do 2 live feeds at the same time, unfortunately. But as soon as we're done with this live feed, we're going to
put it on there for you guys as well. So again, we're pre-recording it for you guys so we can get all the information, because I know that they were waiting on the big thing. The budget and finance was waiting on, which Vanessa kind of tapped on, and I'm trying to remember what she said now, is some of the state and federal numbers to be turned in. And then we were waiting on some numbers from Beth Martin. And so they're trying to get everything in so they can get the budget for the fiscal year done and over with. And that's why we've been staying on top of going to these subcommittees. I don't know how many times I have to say this over and over and over. If you want to know who's in what subcommittee, it's in this week's newspaper. It breaks down all the county commissioners to what the county commissioners are in each, if they're the chair, and who is there in there. And I'm not trying to also knock the county commissioner meetings, the big boy meetings, as I call them. But those smaller subcommittee meetings are truly, truly where it's at. Where if you want to know the nitty gritty of what is going on, that is the best way to find that information. Thank you, Winnie. I love you. God love y'all and your little family. Say hi to Tyler and the babies. Love it. I love it. Yes. But with that said, it's telling me to turn on my reactions. I don't know how to do that on here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how. Click the camera status menu. We'll make sure to get that next time.
Yeah.
I get new stuff every time. But with that said, as soon as we're done with this live feed, you guys should definitely tune back in and see it posted. If you are not set up to get our live notifications or our posting notifications, hi, sweet babies. The babies are listening. Auntie Warren County loves you. But with that said, we will definitely have that shared. But there is a way on all your social media outlets where you tell your phone what you want to be notified, and you tell your apps what you want to be notified. If you want Warren First to pop up on your phone 1,000,000 times, because that's how we share stuff here, Brian. We're like, because I just shared this information to our page 14 minutes ago. I want to give a huge shout out to our girl, Jennifer, with Main Street McMinnville. Big news, Warren County. They're so proud to share that Main Street McMinnville has been officially accredited by the Main Street America for 2025. Yay! I wanted to share that. And you can see Jennifer, I'll just do it this way. She's holding the little placard right there with the information, and I just think that's awesome. I'm so proud of them. Also, congratulations to our teachers of the quarter. Warren County High School just posted this. We are thrilled to recognize and celebrate the incredible dedication and passion and excellence of our teachers of the quarter. That includes Erin Lane, Savannah Young, Jonathan Smith, Ann Hunter Myers, and Patricia Lewis. So, congrats to them this morning. As you know, today's their time paid off. And I was seeing if there was anything else before it gets too crowded up in here.
Well, I tell you, Kelly, I want to remind everybody that this weekend you can find our good friends at Mud Bums, because they're Friday night. For those that love karaoke, I know I love karaoke, and I'll be in town. But the Groove Machine out of Cookville is going to be there Friday night, and then Saturday night. I apologize. It's DJ Steve Hicks doing karaoke on Friday night.
Okay.
The Groove Machine is going to be there Saturday night, and then they wanted to remind us, and this Tuesday night, because of the weather and everything, it was a little slow. But I mean, everybody was ducking for shelter at this point. But there is a songwriters night every Tuesday night at Mud Bums. So all our people who are in the music business and our good friends at Luke and Sharp. Thank you, Justin Neely, for commenting with us today. But hey, you can catch a lot of good music this weekend over at Mud Bums. Anybody else, let me know if you are a band that's playing somewhere around. We're trying to get this thing lifted off the ground, trying to get it in the best format, running with different things. But hey, Mud Bumps had a great turnout this past weekend, and I think we had a little bit to do with it, just letting people know about the great music that's going on. But that's your McNimble Music Minute wrapped up. Thank you, Luke and Sharp. Thank you, Warren First. Thank you, Mud Bums.
Exactly. Now, guys, it has been a fun-filled day. I want to do one more shout out to our boys at Napa of McMinnville. They do a phenomenal job supporting us here as well to keep the lights on, as we say. But they're located at 236 Beersheba Highway in McMinnville, Tennessee. Give them a call at 474-6272. And don't forget, if you need batteries, you need fluid for your vehicle, windshield wipers, rain is coming.
You need those
if you
wiper
want,
blades.
Rain X is the best blades to buy. And then you get the Rain X spray to wipe your window down, because when you see the rain just not even touch your window, it's like that commercial, not in my house. No. So make sure you get those two things, and then you're set for any storm weather. I'm just telling you. But thanks to Napa and them. Brian, I think that is it for today. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Hey, Kelly, what are you watching tonight? Are you watching any TV tonight?
If anything, I'm a huge Natasha. Oh my gosh, she plays Poker Face. It's a show on Peacock. And her talent is she's a human lie detector.
Oh, I know what you're doing. She's the girl from American Pie.
Was she on American Pie?
She was the good friend in American Pie, and she's got a scratchy
with the
voice.
crazy red hair. Yeah. She was. She was also in the show Orange Is the New Black. So, yeah, but she's a really great actress, and I think that she is one of the many actresses in the United States that is kind of not. What is the best word to use? They don't give her credit. She's a phenomenal actress, and so her show is called Poker Face. It's on
Peacock.
It's not okay. There you go. I'm looking at what Jamie said, but Poker Face. It's new every Thursday night. I'm just gonna do a shameless plug, and I love it to death because there's only been 4 episodes in on season 2. She's a phenomenal actress, and the way that she portrays this human lie detector, it's really neat. And I think it's better than any CSI or it's just different, because she wants to know, like, well, did you she'll go and straight up be like, Brian, if it was you, Brian, tell me you didn't kill Kelly. Tell me. And then Brian would be like, no, I wouldn't have killed Kelly. And then she goes, lie. Like it is like lie. But there is ways I have found out in these last episodes, season 2, that you can get away with a lie with her. It's really weird how they're figuring it out. But with that said, I think it's phenomenal. It's a great show. Watch it tonight. I think it plays at 6:00. But if you have Peacock as an app on your smart TV, you can watch it as soon as you get done with the podcast.
Yeah. Well, hey, I was going to tell the folks, you got the NBA playoffs going on right now. And
okay.
Last night was an incredible game between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers wound up, and both of these teams are not the tops in their conference. So a lot of people are really excited, especially all the New York Knicks fans. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and there's a chance that they could go play in the finals again. They haven't won a championship since the 70s. So a lot of people from New York are excited about that. But to crush their dreams in Game 1, the Pacers hit a shot at the buzzer, sent the game to overtime, and went up winning 138 to 135. The game before in the Western Conference Finals which was the day before yesterday, Oklahoma came back and wound up winning the game. But Oklahoma's their number 1 seed. So it looks like with all the teams that are in there, you're going to have a new champion most likely.
Yes.
And then, hey, WNBA's kicked off, and Caitlin Clark is picking up where
Killing
she
it.
left off last year. She is awesome. She's even fun she's just so fundamentally sound. most people can compare to Steph Curry. She is the female Steph Curry. She can shoot it from anywhere. And then all this Angel Reese stuff going back and forth. It's exciting to see that. And so that's what's going on. We also have hockey playoff stuff going on. But since the Predators are not in it, I don't care.
Yeah, same. I'm like, I want to say, guys, thanks for watching our show today. I hope you have an enjoyable and blessed Thursday. Enjoy this beautiful weather. I hope and pray that the teachers enjoy their Thursday as school is, to me, after yesterday, is officially done. So enjoy your 2 months worth of summer. I also want to say, don't forget, tomorrow is a big Memorial Day show that we're going to be doing at Supreme Building. So make sure you check that out. So if you have a Memorial Day event going on, please notify us today. If you don't let us know and you get upset we don't mention it, it's because you or our AI algorithms didn't let us know either. So please let us know. Also, too, don't forget to subscribe to our free Local Voice newspaper. We're doing our 4th edition, our 4th volume next week. Text the keyword Local Voice to 931 305 0869. Or you can also send it to the 369-3050 number as well. Just text me Local Voice and your email. And please check your text messages when you text me, because I'll let you know when I send it, and I'll let you know if you can't get it because the file may be too big. Because I want to try to get it out everywhere. And also, too, while I got your 13 people watching, don't forget, we are teasing the ideal of delivering at your doorstep. Okay, I have to say it that way. I cannot deliver in your mailbox, but we may be able to deliver at your doorstep. So if you are interested in a subscription to doorstep delivery with the Local Voice newspaper, you need to let me know if that's something you're interested in. I'm not asking for people to pay right now. I just need to know of the interest. So text me, call me, Facebook me, social media message us, blow us up. Tell us when you see me, Brian, Melody, and Vanessa in public. Tell us you want it delivered at your doorstep, because I need at least 50 people to make it worth anything, because that will be a paid service. And like I said, I want this to be community ran. And as a mover and shaker, I'm asking you guys that's listening right now, if you want this delivered at your doorstep, you got to get some people on board with you so we can pay somebody, whether it's a teenager during the summertime or an adult that is losing their job at the Standard because they're going to, after the 24th, this is it. This is last week. You're going to get it delivered in your mailbox by delivery trucks. After this, it's all going to be mail only. They're going to, get it or delivered to your mail or message to you that way. And so, see, now it's gonna. Yeah, thank God. I just trashed them last night. It's okay.
Oh, now she's disconnected. All right. Hey guys, yes, Amber, Ninth Sun, the Ugly Mug in Spencer, 6:30. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. And thank you, Amber, for saying that you want delivery at your doorstep at Beauty and the Beard Salon and Luke and Sharp Music. And guys, you can always go over there to Luke and Sharp. There she is. There she's back.
He's died.
It's okay. I'm glad I was able to be on the other end to keep it going. But no, we had Amber Keenan wrote that she'd want delivery at their doorstep at Beauty and the Beard Salon.
So yeah, all you gotta do is let me know. And right now we have about 10 people that have let me know that they want delivery. And so I need 40 more to make it worth anything. And I'm not being ugly. This ain't personal. This just business, y'all.
Yeah. Spread the news. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you let somebody know about the paper that you think that might be something that they like, and let us know. So you can always contact us through our direct messages. We've got a slew of different social media platforms, and we check them. A lot of times they're automated because we get so much stuff, but we will get back to you. But please let us know. And hey, we got a big day going on tomorrow, Kelly.
We do. And fingers crossed that everything works out. I'm just like, this is day 2. It's because of these darn things, I guess.
It's all good.
Yeah, with that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.